Come on, let's go. Gotta live in the moment and reach for the golden sun.
It's on, Andy! Andy, it's on! Come on, make some noise for him! Come on, mate, it's on!
Week 13. Now, this was the last week of peak training for me. By the way, at this point as well that I'm making this video, which is Thursday, we've still not had any official comms from the marathon, whether it's actually going ahead or not. I said last video, by the time you watch that one, we'd know, and they still don't. So it's all up in the air, and I've got a plan B, but I'm hoping that I don't have to use it. If Valencia's on, obviously I'm going to be going. If not, we'll cross that bridge if and when we get to it. So week 13 then, which was the highest amount of running I've ever done, not including weeks where I've done ultras, which have only been a couple. But I've had, if you look back at my year of running, I've had a couple of anomalies where I've got massive spikes where I've done some long runs, or the Cotswold Way in the summer where I did like 180k week, which was basically, yeah, 350Ks and then a long run as well. So I can't remember what I did that week. Yeah, this one was 119.9k, so smashing my biggest ever week of training for a marathon by 12k. I think that before this I'd got to 107, so this was a big week. I did a 1230 meters of elevation, so quite a decent week of getting the hills in as well. 10.5 hours on feet as well, which is good. So starting then from the start, and by the way, for 2 out of 3 weeks of my peak, I've run every day. So I've just finished what would be about a 16 or 17 day cycle of running every day, and that's purely a choice that I made, that I like to make, because I personally prefer to up the frequency of runs but reduce the distance that I run on those days, because I know that I want to get a certain amount of distance in, and I know that if I have days off running, that means on those days on I've got to do longer runs, which I prefer not to do. So that's how I combat that. So not everybody's cup of tea. I've done it before, and no doubt I will do it again, because I do enjoy running every day. But heading towards a marathon, I won't be running every day. Those days are behind me for now. But starting with the first run of the week, which was a recovery run, that was a 13k run, and that was nice and easy. I took Daisy with me, and that was a 5:58 per kilometre run, which is equivalent to like a 9.5, 10-minute mile, probably more like a 9.5-minute mile. Nice and chilled, really nice and ploddy, I guess you could say. Now that run had nearly 200 meters of gain of hill, so that wasn't a flat route. And you might be thinking, Andy, why are you doing recovery runs on the hills? My main answer is because I've got no choice. When I want to run door to door, I've just got to run what's in front of me, and usually what's in front of me are hills, unfortunately. But I'm getting better with hills. I'm whinging a hell of a lot less. I'm moaning a hell of a lot less on hills, and I'm finding that it's really helping, especially with my lack of S&C. The hills are the next best thing, and I'm getting the benefit, I think, because if I look at some of my results of race times over this block, they've really massively improved. And I think that's because of the work that I've been putting in on the hills. The next run I did was on the Tuesday, and that was only a little 6K'er. Again, same sort of pace, same sort of intensity, a lot flatter by these standards, 50 meters of gain, so a lot more normal for the amount of gain for a 6K run. nice and easy, nice and chilled, low heart rate miles, and that felt pretty good. So quite pleased with that. And then Wednesday. Now Wednesday was a big day. Wednesday I did 31k split up over 2 runs. And the first run that I did was a long run. Now that was 20k, so pretty much a half marathon. And that was steady. Now I decided to go steady because I didn't want to do another easy run. I thought with the, you know, marathon's only around the corner now, I do need to start working a little bit harder. Well, I definitely need to start working harder because I've only got 2 weeks to go. But I knew that I just needed to just have a more of an intense day. So that's what I nominated Wednesday as. And I did it in 1:42, elevation 140. So there were hills. What's 140 meters in feet? I don't know, 400 feet or something. So it was a fairly, not a flat route. And the average pace was 5:08 per K, which was, yeah, just north of an 8-minute mile. So, steady one today. Believe me when I say I could so easily have stayed in bed today. It's grim out here. Sort of drizzly, foggy, misty, cold. But I've got myself up and out. And I've got a steady run, 20k-ish. So almost a half marathon in the bank before breakfast. So that steady run is finished, and it's just occurred to me, I don't know why this is only just occurring to me, but just how hard this marathon pace is. I ran on average 35 seconds slower today per kilometre, and I'm absolutely banjaxed. So maybe that's because I've got a lot of miles in my legs this week, but something that's made life a bit better today, just at the end of my run, look who I've bumped into. It's Laura Maguire and Daisy Maguire on their morning walk. I can't believe it. Daisy! Daisy! Who's this? Say hello to everybody. Daisy! Okay, this is getting awkward now. Daisy, so come around this way. It's Daisy. Daisy. Good girl. Good girl. So, Wednesday morning done. Track later. This is going to be an intense Wednesday. I kept it steady. Steady for me is what I call Newport pace, which is, or it's a bit slightly slower than Newport. In the spring, I did the Newport Marathon, and my steady pace is not far off what that pace was, which is, yeah, like I said, not far off an 8-minute mile, probably more like 8:20. Which is about 5:15 a K. Now that's what I largely kept this run at. Apart from towards the end, I started to just practice that negative split and finishing a little bit stronger. So my last 5K was a bit stronger, and my last kilometre was under 5 minutes per K, which is 7 minutes something. And actually not far off marathon pace. So really pleased with that. It's gonna hurt tonight, isn't it? Track's tough at the best of times, let alone with 20k in your legs from this morning. Right, let's see what we can do today. See how it goes. Wednesday night, I did an intense track session. So that was 11 kilometres of mostly hard running. Now the session was 800s, and it was 800s at 4 kilometres, 4 minutes per K, which is for me that magical 20-minute 5K time. So I did 4 by 800 at that pace, and then 2 200s at pretty much 98% effort. Now, some of you will know Mac, who has also got a YouTube channel. He was at the same session, and he got it bang on. But he said there's only one way to run 200, and that's flat out, because you can't run it any other way really. There's no tactics that go into it. So that's exactly what I did, and the session was really quite a hard one. And in between those efforts were, I mean, the coach said just put 75 seconds in, but with the 200s, because of the hard intensity, myself and a lad called George, who ran the session together, we decided to put 2 minutes of rest in between those 200s. So for the first set, my 800s were 3:15, 3:14, 3:12 and 3:12. Managing to hit that yeah, that sub 20 pace, which I really want to do on the 5k. And then my 200s were 39 seconds and 38 seconds, so quite pleased with that. And the second set was 3:18, 3:13, 3:15 and 3:14, and again managing to stay underneath that sub 25k pace. And then the 200s to finish were 39 seconds. Then I finished a bit harder with a 35-second 200, which is a 3 minute, I know it's only 200 meters, so don't get too excited, Andy, but that's a 3 minutes per kilometer pace, which is way faster than I would normally run. But if you add all those efforts up, I mean, what, 4 8's 32, that's 6.4k of sub 25k effort. So way more than the 5k. So technically a 5k PB. No, I'm not that person, don't worry, I don't mean that, I take that back. So yeah, big session on Wednesday, and really pleased with the way it went. And then I had a nice little 800 to finish, just to try and flush as much of that lactic acid out of my legs. And then, yeah, we can go again on the Thursday. On the Thursday, I did a 10k recovery with Daisy. And just for breakfast, we got out of bed and we did, yeah, nice, easy pace, which again was not closer to that 30-minute 5k time, which falls nice and falls so easily within my umbrella of paces. And it's just really nice to run that pace, especially after a hard day. So that was Thursday. And then Friday was a steady one. I decided to do 12k of steady kilometers. With the last 2k being at marathon pace. So, sorry Daisy that I made you run a bit faster at the end, but I think she didn't mind. In fact, we were actually warming up for Saturday, because Saturday we headed down to my favourite parkrun in the UK, probably anywhere in the world, which is called Malards Pike. I keep looking at my watch every time it buzzes in the hope that it's the Valencia marathon appointment, but no, my Amazon package is out for delivery. We went to Malards Pike down in the Forest of Dean, and it's a pyramid shape of elevation. It's up on the way up and it's down, hard downhill on the way, and it's just so much fun. TGIS, it's Saturday, parkrun day, and I'm here with Daisy. We've come to probably my favourite parkrun, which is called Malards Pike, which is down in the Forest of Dean in Gloucestershire. It's just such a beautiful place. I absolutely love it here. And yeah, me and Daisy have just driven an hour for this route because we love it so much. And afterwards, we're going to do a 10k. Daisy doesn't know that yet, so she might be gutted about that. But we're going to do 15k today, and I've got until 10:30 on the car, so we're going to have to put our foot down a bit. So that's the dealio. So let's get to the start line and let's get cracking.
Runners ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Go Daisy, go, go, go! Here we go then. Malards Pike parkrun. So we've gone off a bit quick, haven't we, Daisy? But we're going to see if we can do steady up the hill, and then the last 2.5k, bit of marathon pace. So that's the plan. Right, change of plan, eh, Daisy? Looks like we're doing the whole thing at marathon pace. Daisy, the mountain goat, wants to move, so we're moving. Nearly 2k up, and we're still going uphill. Can't wait to get to the top of this hill, because this is hard. Uphill, done. How are you still? Daisy, you just, I can't even talk. Let's see if we can stay disciplined on the downhills. My guess is probably not. We'll see. The descent is just so beautiful. In the second half, you can just freewheel down. All right, buddy. Good lad. If you really wanted to, you could really put your foot down. The second half of this parkrun, you just got to get up the hill in the first half. Okay. Okay, marathon pace has well and truly gone out the window. We can't stop coming, Dave. Thank you. Good solid finish today, Dave. What a mate. Thanks, guys. Lovely stuff. Yeah, like I said, way too fast at the end, but that was all part of the fun of doing this parkrun. Cheers, pal. 22:18. Right, now that was a nice bit of fun. I'd be very interested to see those splits because, yeah, the plan just kind of went out the window, and I really enjoyed that last K. So yeah, it's a really good parkrun, and now it's time to do the 10K route because the forest has got loads of, you know, accessible routes all around it. Sorry, mate. Yeah, and this one is one we've done before. It's a lovely 10K route. So yeah, let's hope we don't get a ticket on the car.
Waking up to the wonder, a wild world awaits. Feel the dream getting closer, and we're running unafraid. Never gonna slow down, it's time. Pick up the pace, roll the dice. Only got one life, we're on our way, we're on our way. This feeling we're chasing, we're never gonna let it go. 'Cause life's for the taking. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, so she knows I've got the treats. What's this? Good girl. Do you want 5 minutes off the lead? Good girl. Go on then. So the eagle-eyed amongst you might remember in the Newport block in March or maybe April, in my second week of peak, I came here to do a 30K. I ended up doing 25 because I had a bit of a wobble, got a bit dizzy. But I did 3 laps, or I tried to do 3 laps of this 10K route. And I remember thinking, saying even exactly the same as what I'm going to say now. What a place to come and train. No traffic, just trees, open green space, hills, runnable surfaces, just absolute, just perfection. I just love running in the forest. Yeah, absolutely love it. And so, does Daisy Mag. Daisy, where have you gone, please? Daisy, don't chase the wild boars. I'm gonna have a Fenton moment any minute, I can just feel it. Daisy, just pop out of a bush somewhere, please. Daisy, this way. Oh no, she's rolled in something. No, you absolute prat. Oh, Daisy, right, you're back in the lead now. You've ruined it for yourself. You've ruined it for yourself and everyone else. You couldn't be cool, could you? She's rolled in some fuck shit. Well, it's gonna be a nice pleasant smell for the 1 hour and 12 journey home, won't it? Absolute prat. So there we go, 10K done, 15K for the day. And tomorrow is 20 mile a day. Last big effort long run, really. Well, no, tell a lie, we've got Alton Towers next week, but that's 13, so that's a half marathon. So tomorrow's the last big one, 20 miler, at least 8K at marathon pace in a block. So yeah, it's going to be hefty session tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Malards Pike, what a place. Okay, made it back. 10:32, and even had enough time. Flipping out for a coffee, flipping out, Daisy, that stinks. Oh, what the hell have you rolled in? See, the problem is, to her, it smells like Hugo Boss. Look at the state of you. Daisy, you're an absolute mess. Yeah, you better look out the window in shame. Oh, he's looking at a squirrel. What are you looking at? You're an absolute joker. For the actual park run, Daisy finished first dog, so massively pleased with that. And we actually finished it in 22:19, which was a lot faster than I wanted to run it. I wanted to run it at marathon pace, but halfway, just as I was saying, shall we stay disciplined? I started to get overtaken and I was like, I'm not having this. I just couldn't do it. So we started to run hard down the hill, and Daisy quite likes running hard down the hill, so that's fine. And then afterwards we did, and by the way, we finished with a really fast split at the end, a 3:42 last kilometre, which again is a lot faster than I would normally run. Then we did a steady top up. The Forest of Dean, or Malards Pike specifically, has got a really nice not running loop. Well, it is, technically it's called the running loop, and it's exactly 10k. And it takes you around the periphery of the area that I was running the 5k at Malards Pike. And it's just beautiful. It's just such a nice place to get away from cars and just get a bit of fresh air. So 15k for the day for us. And that last 10k was 132 meters of gain. And it was 52 minutes, pardon me, of running, which was nice, and that was a nice steady pace. And then Daisy slept the whole entire way home, and I think I'd managed to finally tire Daisy out. Sunday was another long run. It was my last long 30k run, 32k actually, so my last sort of close to 20-mile run that I'll do on this blog. If you want to see how it went, have a look at our podcast channel, which is Running the Red Line. Brett and I have uploaded a bonus
incredible work
video, which is basically that entire run. I was lucky to have Brett with me. He came and just filmed the whole lot for me, which is brilliant. And yeah, go and have a look and see how we got on as we did 3 10k loops around the local hills here. And it was hard. It was really, really hard. Just go and have a look, see how we got on. And then that was it for the week, apart from the kilometres to finish, or the 800 metres to finish. I said to Brett, I'm going to be gutted if I don't hit 120k. But I got home and thought, do you know what, actually I can't even be bothered to run a metre more, so I stopped my watch. Turns out I finished on 119.9k. So if I'd have done 100 more meters, I would have got to 120. But maybe for the next marathon block, that's the new target. But I've run every day now for 2 weeks in weeks 12 and 13. So week 14 is where I'm coming to you from. And I can say that I'm enjoying a little bit of the taper. There's not been any running every day this week, and it's felt nice. But yeah, 90k for first week of peak, 106 for the second week, 119.9 for the third week. So my biggest miles ever consecutively in a training block, and it's felt really good. And this taper so far is treating me well. And yeah, whatever happens with Valencia with this marathon, has yet to be decided, but we will get there. And 2 weeks on Sunday, I'll be running, hopefully, a 3:20 marathon. So, yes, I think a lot of the hard work has been done, but I've got to be careful now on the taper just to see it out and get the job done on marathon day. I've got a race on Sunday. It's the annual race, the annual pilgrimage to Alton Towers to do the half marathon there, which I'm looking forward to. I'm going to make a whole video on that, and that'll be coming up soon on the channel, as will week 14, which is my first week of taper. So thanks very much for watching. Take it easy wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys soon. Take it easy. Ta-da.
It's on, Andy!